We at Play On love epic showdowns and story-driven battles that showcase all parts of the hobby, be it high-level competitive play, beautiful armies on epic battlefields, tactical, decisive actions, or random explosions that really change the flow of the game. Far and away, though, our favorite battles are two great opponents that bring all of that to the table in an epic showdown that really showcases two players having way too much fun. This is just such a battle. Welcome to 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings 40K fans, JT McDowell here as we bring you a battle of death. Deathwatch versus Death Skulls as Space Marine Steve pilots the community-built Deathwatch army that you guys sent us against Tanya the Warmistress and her Death Skull Orks. This is gonna be a fun battle.
Hey everybody, this is Space Marine Steve from Play On Tabletop, and I am right here in our studio playing Tanya. Tanya's just the best.
Steve brings a Primaris Tech Marine carrying the Tome of Ectoclades with a Watchmaster, an Indomitor kill team that consists of a bunch of aggressors and some heavy intercessors, an Infiltrator squad, Redemptor Dreadnought, a Reaver squad, some veteran bikers, an Eradicator squad, and a Corvus Blackstar.
I've chosen what is one of, because I have many favorite models in this community army, but one of my favorite models is a Watchmaster all decked out in white armor, and he's rocking like a Necron spear. The next unit that I'm really excited about is, of course, this Dreadnought. And this one in particular was crafted with what looks like a Space Wolf claw. And so I'm hoping that maybe one time during the game I'll make him a Space Wolf. He'll go in and he'll just slice and dice.
So I'm Tanya. I am a content creator. I make YouTube videos and I have an Instagram account, and I am a co-host on Forge, the Narrative podcast. And I'm really excited to get back into the game and to bring my orcs to the table and see what we can do.
Tanya counters with a Beast Boss on Squigosaur, a Weird Boy, some Boys, Burna Boys, 2 units of Commandos, 2 units of Mega Knobs, 2 units of Storm Boys, a Mega Dread, and 2 trucks.
This list is built around 2 particular units that both gain the objective secured rule in Death Skulls. The first one is Commandos, because they get a better armor save when they are in cover. And then my main damage dealer in this list is going to be 2 units of 5 Mega Knobs. And they're going to have to put in work because I don't really have much in the way of armor penetration or damage coming from any other units. So I'm hoping that these 2 units in particular will do some work for me.
This should be a real slobber knocker of a battle. Today's mission will be Tempest of War using the Nephilim rule set. Our deployment is Spearhead Assault, which is a fun little deployment with a circle in the middle and a weird angled deployment. Big, wide, bow tie-like no man's land. Our primary mission today is Burn and Raise. At the end of each player's command phase, whoever turn it is will score 5 victory points if they control 1 or more objective markers and more than their opponent does. However, each player can score 5 victory points for every objective marker that they raise. A unit from their army can start to perform this action at the start of the movement phase if it's within range of an objective marker that they control. It's completed at the end of turn, and if successful, that objective marker is raised and removed from the battlefield. Our mission twist rule is Supply Lines. You'll only receive the Battleforged command point bonus at the start of the command phase if they control the objective marker in their own deployment zone.
Steve is a wonderful human being, and I really enjoy playing him. Actually, my favorite game that I ever played was my first game here at Play On, and it was against Steve. So I'm hoping that we can maybe rekindle some of that magic and have some laughs and just have a great game.
Boom!
This episode is brought to you by Wayland Games. Wayland Games has a whole host of great deals and discounts on tabletop wargaming, including up to 20% off Games Workshop, Malifaux, and Infinity. Wayland Games has got your tabletop needs covered all year round. They are the UK and Europe's largest online retailer of wargames and hobby products with up to 20% off of most ranges. Wayland also offers loyalty points on every product, which can be used to save money off future purchases. If you are looking for a discount on any of your hobby supplies, Wayland Games has a wide range of paints, brushes, hobby tools, and much, much more. The added bonus of free UK shipping on orders over £20 and full refunds within 60 days keeps orders stress and hassle-free. Make sure to check them out and tell them Play On sent you.
Hey everybody, this is Space Marine Steve from Play On Tabletop. Oh, man, am I ever excited you're here, Tanya.
I'm excited to be back.
So I get to play our Community Deathwatch army. So these are beautifully painted and lovingly crafted models sent in by our patronage against your beautiful orcs. Look at these things. So we've already established attacker defender, and we're gonna move on to deployment. Are you putting anything into reserves?
Yes, so the 2 units of Storm Boys will be going into reserves, and then a unit of 5 Mega Knobs will go into one truck, and then the other 5 will go into another truck. And one of them are big Krumpas, so they get +1 to hit.
I get to deploy the first unit. Because you have commandos, I have to be real careful. I wanna make sure that I keep a really good handle on the midfield and make sure that you don't crowd these objectives. So I think what I'm gonna do, because you have to be at least 9 inches away from me, I'm gonna take some of these incursors. We're gonna go right here outside of my deployment zone, but hopefully handily blocking out this section of the board to some of your infiltrators.
No, those aren't blue terrain barrels. Those are sneaky beaky commandos. Both players have forward deployed units, and looks like we won't have to wait long to see some up close and personal fighting. That Corvus Blackstar could be a real problem for Tanya. It shoots a lot and it's airborne, so it has a -1 to be hit naturally, and Orc Ballista skill really isn't their strong point. Steve also has his bikers inside of it because, well, why not? It's cool!
I'm gonna put the Dreadnought right here, not touching this piece of terrain. Bam. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna put the Reavers right back here, huddling in this little tiny piece of terrain.
So this truck
Yep.
has the big Krumpas in it.
Big Krampus, big Krampus.
Big Krampus, big Krampus, big Krampus.
Big Krampus, big Krampus, big Krampus.
So I'm gonna put my aggressors here. I'll put that guy there.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm done also.
So when I was looking at the deployment zone, I decided that I was going to make a little blob of like infantry that was a little bit less important to me playing the mission back there. So my Shooter Boys went back there, and my Burna Boys went back there, and my Weird Boy went back there. And the whole point of that is because if I needed to jump any units around the board, I can do that and also give them Warpath if there's 20 models within the Weird Boy. So I wanted to keep them together in the back of the board.
I think I would really like to go first because my army's fairly mobile. I do have the Corvus Blackstar, and you know, the Dreadnought moves pretty far. I think I can peg one of those trucks in the first turn if I go first. So here's hope. Do you know what? Do you know what we should do to spice things up? We should wager.
Oh no!
Let's wager being on each other's podcasts. If you win, I make a podcast for you to come on.
Okay.
And then if I win,
Okay.
you have to bring me on one of yours.
Okay.
Woo! Okay, 6. 3. Yes! Yes. The Emperor protects. Tanya the Warmistress. Good luck. Let's do this. All right, so boom, boom, and boom.
Steve gains a command point and immediately spends it on new orders. Steve has drawn Grind Them Down. He needs to kill more over an entire game turn than Tanya does. Raise Banners High, perform an action on an objective in No Man's Land, and Battlefield Supremacy. Hold more objectives than Tanya does.
I'll be in the Devastator Doctrine. Also during my command phase, my Watchmaster is gonna select the Dreadnought over here, and the Dreadnought is gonna get the Chapter Master rerolls.
Start of Steve's movement phase here, and his incursors are raising a banner for 5 points. That's quick.
Gonna move up a little bit, move up a little bit. My Eradicators, 2 are gonna just move a little, making sure that they stay within the terrain. This thing also gets Blessing of the Omnissiah from this thing. I just forgot to say it. I apologize. Meow. Oh, baby.
He's castling a lot here. They're not Ultramarines, bro. They're Deathwatch. Come on, man. You got this.
To the shooting phase. My favorite phase.
On to Steve's shooting phase. Dreadnought fires into the Meganob truck with its macroplasma.
Overcharging. 4 whole shots. Oh, baby. On 2s. Re-rolling because he's a boss.
And it rips 9 wounds off it. Oh, man, it's in trouble.
It still survives with 1 wound left.
All right, so then D3 shots off of the Icarus rocket pod. 3 whole shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling on 3s. 2 AP minus 2s. It does 2 damage apiece.
Okay.
Boom! 2 Meganobs die getting out. That's really unfortunate.
And those knobs are walking places, not driving places. Heavy intercessors here, they're gonna shoot their Hellstorm bolt rifles into your commandos sitting in cover here. So on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Watchmaster. 9 AP nothings.
I need 3s.
Couple commandos, it's not bad, it's not bad. It's still good, it's still good.
Here comes the Corvus Blackstar trying to stuff that truck with Meganobs in the backfield.
2 assault cannons with no rerolls. So the Blackstar rocket launcher is heavy, 2d3. 3s, 2 hits, strength 5 to your toughness of 6 on 5s. 2 AP minus 1s because it's heavy. 5 ups.
Nope.
And then a Hurricane Bolter. Hurricane Bolter because you're in rapid fire. 1 whole shot, AP nothing.
4 up. Ayo.
Hey, you make that.
No luck, but did strip it to half wounds.
My charge phase, I'm gonna declare by these Reavers here, they're gonna try and make this long bomb 8-inch charge right into those commandos. 8. Not an 8.
Spending a command point on a reroll, down to 2 command points for Steve, but success.
Into the commandos. So I'm gonna do a pile just to get us all into combat. So there's 5 of them. They each get 1 extra attack for their combat blade. And then they each get 1 extra attack because of Angels of Death.
Reavers reroll 1s to hit and wound. Take that, Xenos scum! 5 dead commandos.
My commando problem is starting to go away, which feels good. Because you set to defend, because you're sitting in a ruin and I charged in, you get +1 to your hit roll in combat. So you're hitting, I think, on 2s now, right?
3 clap back and 1.5 Reavers drop.
Okay, so at the end, so morale. Can they fail morale back there?
I'm gonna take my chances. We're good.
Very good. And then these guys here.
I'm just gonna pay the 2 there.
Pay the 2 there? Yeah, keep them there.
Yeah.
That is the end of my turn.
And at turn 1, and Steve has 10 points.
I feel okay. So I was able to accomplish a bunch of my secondaries. When I drew those cards, a lot of my secondaries pretty much like auto finished. However, she's got Mega Knobs, she's got the Squigosaur. I think I'm gonna lose my Phobos units, but honestly, like if that happens, I might be in trouble.
He's got 1 for grind them down, he scored raised banners, and he's got battlefield supremacy with 2 command points remaining. Tanya conversely has 1 command point remaining, but is about to tick up to 2.
All right, I guess I better draw some secondaries here.
Tanya immediately discards 1 of her secondaries down to 1 command point, but she's drawn Assassination, she'll need to kill 1 of Steve's characters, Capture enemy outpost, she'll need to take his objective, and Battlefield Supremacy. Hold 3 and more than Steve by the end of her turn.
I've taken a few casualties, but I'm feeling really, really good. So I'm gonna move everything forward, and I really need to hold Steve into his deployment zone so that I can control the middle objectives in order to win on points, because I know I'm gonna really struggle to kill his stuff. I think I should call the wall.
Do you want to do it?
I think I should.
Okay, then do it.
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
Yeah. You gonna do it with me?
Good.
So I'm gonna start moving some stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Wowging all over the place?
yeah.
They're wowging everywhere.
So I'm going to advance the far unit of Meganobs.
Look at them wowg.
Here comes the high stepper into movement phase. Tanya looking to get to grips with the Yumis as quick as thought. Boys, get out of the ride, it's getting shot up!
Wog, 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 wog. Wog, 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 wog.
My Mega Knobs are gonna jump out of this truck.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to advance the Burner Boys. I have stuff that I can do.
Psychic phase, and the weird boy smites the Black Star.
I do it.
You do it.
I do it. How many mortal wounds does your take?
Oh no, not a lot. Okay, one. I can live with it. And I go down to 13 wounds.
Cast Warpath on the Mega Knobs, and it succeeds.
I got a 10. So now I'm gonna shoot with my big shooter.
On to shooting, the truck's big shooter has no effect.
Sick.
That's not what it's for. The kill cannon goes boom and takes out an infiltrator.
So I'm gonna shoot 3 pistols from here.
Commando pistol into the Reavers and takes out the wounded one. Best anti-air in the game, Flamers manage a wound on the Black Star.
All right, so I go down to 12 wounds with the Corvus Black Star.
So
Where it really hurts.
is a charge. I'm gonna start with the Mega Knobs because those ones are really important.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the unit.
Right up here?
Yep.
Yeah, well, you're in this for sure.
I'm gonna charge this unit of Mega Knobs in.
Sounds good.
2 successful Mega Knobs charges poses a bit of a conundrum for Steve. Where does he strike to interrupt, if at all?
Beast Boss on Squigosaur is gonna charge in.
Oh yeah, I bet.
The Beast Boss on Squigosaur is in as well.
And then I'm just gonna start here. So these guys don't have the extra attack, so they have 5 attacks each because they have dual kill saws. But these ones are the big Krumpas. So they're gonna hit on 3s. Okay, 3s.
Oh, yeah.
We're on the wall.
Yeah.
So these guys are gonna be strength 6
Yeah.
times 2.
Got it.
Yeah, so I need 2.
Yeah. So I go to 6s. Let's see it. This kills him, so you just wipe the squad.
Wow, that's a lot of dead Marines.
Okay, so the next is gonna be these boys here. Okay, so these guys hit on 4s.
Better believe it.
Ah!
Yeah, my guys are so dead.
Commandos and Reavers trading blows back and forth. It's cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
I still have my knob.
Yeah.
3s. I do get +1 to wound you. Yeah.
So on 3s. 3 ups. So 1.5 guys die.
Tanya manages to score battlefield supremacy for 5 points at the end of her turn. She's dropped captured enemy outposts and kept assassination with a total score of 10 points to 5 in favor of Steve at the end of turn 1. We've got a real tight race here, folks. Turn 2, Steve scores 5 primary points to take him up to 15 total.
Storm hostile objective. Overwhelming firepower. Investigate site. Unit from your army can perform this action at the end of your movement phase if it is wholly within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield. This action is completed at the end of your turn, provided the unit attempting this is still wholly within 6 inches of the center and there are no enemy units.
He uses new orders again to take him back down to 2 command points.
Because I go from 2 command points to 3 command points, I'm going to use 1 of said command points to shed this silly accent. And then, additionally, I'm going to get rid of investigate sites,
Why?
defend stronghold. This seems so much more doable. She hit back kind of the way I thought she was going to, and it was the right move. Like, she moved up, cleared me from the objectives, killed a couple of units, denied a secondary. However, now we're kind of at a standoff. She's got a lot of units in the middle, but I've got some powerhouse units going to the middle. So now it becomes like an arm wrestle, right? We have to kind of fight over one spot, and whomever wins, I think, is going to control the tide of the game. Not win the game, just sit in the driver's seat.
Steve's Watchmaster is given rerolls onto the aggressors. He's awakening the machine spirit, so he's going to get +1 to hit with range shooting on his Dreadnought. The Tome of Ectoclades is being used on the Beast Boss on the Squigosaur. All units within 6 inches of that Tech Marine will get to reroll wounds versus the Beast Boss.
Oh, sorry, I'm going into the Assault Doctrine. Okay, movement. So first things first.
Ring.
Ring.
Steve's bikes look to be setting up a charge deep into Tanya's lines here. Can't help but feel this is a make or break turn for both players.
I really need to make sure that I'm holding my home objective because that's the only way that I can keep getting command points. And orc stratagems are so expensive.
I am going to hover with the plane. So the plane. Meow. The Eradicators are going to advance.
I thought Steve would actually go up with the Eradicators. I'm surprised he advanced them. He's not going to be able to double shoot.
Shooting phase. The Eradicators are all going to shoot into these Meganobs.
Okay.
So on 4s, rerolling 1s. 2 hits. So on 3s. Huzzah! So 2 AP minus 4s.
Okay, so normally that would put me at a 6-up, but I have a 5-up invuln still. So I save 1.
Save 1. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
Just kill 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good start. So here, my heavy intercessors are gonna shoot their Hellstorm auto rifles into the truck. 4 AP nothings.
4s. 3 go through.
Okay.
1 damage each.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
How many wounds do I got left?
2.
Bikers.
Bikers could really put a hurt in the Burner Boys here. Only 3 dead Burner Boys? Oh, that's not that good.
My watch captain is going to shoot his Vigil Spear rapid firing into the commandos.
Okie dokie.
1. Nope.
Aggressors are trying to at least soften up those Meganobs.
So these are then on 3s re-rolling. 15 wounds because of the flamer shots.
Looking for 2s.
Come on!
1.
1, darn.
Dreadnought now into the big crumpas.
Yeah, so D6 shots off of the Macroplasma Incinerator. 6 whole shots! Oh yeah, this is where all. Do you believe in Steve? I believe in Steve. Thanks, Tanya! On 2s. All of them. Yeah, oh, there. No, off to the side. The crumpas.
Down they go. Corvus Blackstar is opening up to try to kill those Burner Boys.
On 3s.
Wow, dice spikes are for reals, bro.
The Primaris Tech Marine shoots his like weird assault heavy bolter thing into your orc boss here.
Okay.
On 2s. On 5s.
5 up. Saved it.
The Tech Marine also shoots his grav pistol. 1. So hits. 5s. Oh, wound.
5s?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. So you take 1 damage. Charges that need to take place. The dread is going into this orc war boss
Okay.
with a 5. Right here. Aggressors are heading into your Meganobs. In we go. Then the bikers are gonna go into the commandos in the middle
Okay.
with a 7. Would you mind just like bumping them all in there so that they're, yeah. Stellar. So those are that. Now you do have 2 command points, right?
With an available interrupt, Steve needs to be mindful of where he fights first. Choosing the aggressors versus the Meganobs, I think, is the right call, as if Tanya interrupted with them and clapped back, she could kill him.
Because if I start over here, even if I kill him, you'll interrupt and kill the aggressors. I can't have that happen. On 4s, re-rolling. Yeah, Chapter Master re-rolls. Power Fists.
Ooh, Chapter Master rerolls for the win. 4 of 5 dead, but the boss knob lives. Oh, not basing that boss could cost Steve, as Tanya's interrupting and piling towards the Tech Priest. That's a secondary score, as well as removing the rerolls for the Dread. This could be big. She's down to no command points, but the Tech Marine is in trouble.
He has 5 attacks base, so he's gonna have 6 attacks. He hits on 2s. Now 6s to wound are gonna do a mortal wound.
Okay.
Okay, so I missed 1.
Okay.
You take 2 mortal wounds.
It's actually AP minus 2 because of Armor of Contempt, so I'll go to 4-ups. I fail 3, so I take 6, 7.
Down he goes! Wowzers!
Go with my dread. So on 3s, and I am re-rolling 1s to hit because you are a filthy orc. All hit. Strength 14 to your toughness of 7. So on 2s.
The Dread kills the Beast Boss, so it is a bit of a trade-off.
So the Bikers rerolling 1s because you're a filthy Xenos. And then on 5s, rerolling 1s because you are a elite choice. So 4 AP -1s to those commandos. And then you get the first choice. Right there.
Right there. So I'm hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Reaver Commandos are both down to a single model each.
And then so the Sergeant will go into your guys. 4 hits and 5s.
Okay, so Boss Knob lives.
Oh. So your fight back in the middle.
4s. There's strength 5. Now there's strength 6.
Go strength 12.
Strength 12. So 2s. So 3 at -4.
6s. No.
Boss Knob kills an aggressor and wounds another. Commandos smacking the Bikers and kill 1+. What a clapback!
So I lose 1 and then 1 is down to 1 wound.
End of Steve's turn 2 sees him at 20 total points. He's got 5 on primary and 15 on secondary. He's managed to storm hostile objective this turn for 5. He's got 2 kills and overwhelming firepower, and he has still defended his stronghold.
All the Mega Knobs are effectively dead. She's got 1 left. And the Dreadnought was able to kill her war boss on that Squigosaur. So lots of upsides. Downsides, I did lose my Tech Marine and she scored Assassinate. Not awesome. I think I'm in a pretty good place for the latter turns of the game. However, like, I can't take my foot off the gas because the second I do that, I can see it in her list, she's gonna outscore me. So I've got to keep my eye on the scoreboard and keep this pressure on the table for as long as I can.
On to Tanya's turn now. She will score Assassination as we're ruling it as it happens on this turn because it's a weird card and we don't know otherwise. And hey, it's a friendly game. She's also drawn Secure No Man's Land and Raise Banners. Our current score is 20-15 in favor of Steve as we go into Tanya's movement phase.
So he's going to move out of combat. Hey, guess what? Precariously purged. Okay, so he's gonna move up onto the objective. These guys are gonna get a little closer. Okay, so I think that's everybody moved, so I'm gonna have to bring in some Storm Boys.
Steve's turn was really big, and it cost Tanya a lot of her forward pressure. However, the Storm Boys are due to arrive and choke out Steve's primary game, only bringing in 1 Storm Boy unit. I kind of like this play. It makes Steve have to think about not overextending as she still has some real damage dealers to come in from reserve.
Okay, we shall smite.
Here we go.
Psychic phase now, and a super smite for 5 mortal wounds. Wow!
So now shooting. I'm gonna start with the big shooter.
Into the...
Big Shooter targeting that Reaver on her right flank, takes it down to 1 wound remaining.
Dread, it's your time to shine. So we'll shoot everything into the bikes.
Auto hit.
5 hits.
2, 3 ups. Good.
So the kill cannon is heavy D6. This one is gonna be 5s. No.
Oh, the Mega Dread whiffs. Shooter Boys into the bikes, and they tank it hard.
He's good.
So I'm gonna charge some stuff.
Here we go.
I'm gonna charge with the Mega Dread first.
On to the charge phase, Mega Dread goes 12. Wowie wow! The boys head into that plane as well.
I'm gonna charge the truck in. Yep.
In.
And I'm gonna try and charge the Storm Boys into your Dreadnought. Hey!
Makes it.
Oh man, are they gonna survive though? I'm gonna activate these boys.
I bet you will.
We're gonna attack into this and maybe bracket it.
Whoosh.
Storm Boys are chopping up that Dreadnought, putting 2 wounds on him.
So these boys are gonna go into here. 3s.
4 remaining wounds on the Corvus Blackstar.
Don't split it, Tanya. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Ooh, and the Mega Dread takes it down. That's a lot of dead guns.
Truck attacks.
The truck runs over the Reaver. Dread kills 4 Stone Boys back, but unless morale goes wrong, that's Tanya's objective.
So we go then to, after that, morale. So, Storm Boys.
Okay, so they still have the knob, which is leadership 7, and they lost 4. Hey!
Tanya's secured no man's land for 5 points. She's kept raised banners and hasn't been able to pull it off yet, but also scored assassination to see an end of turn 2 score of 25 to 25. 3 command points for Steve to 1 for Tanya, but we got a tie game, folks, as we head into Steve's turn 3.
All right, so each gain command points.
Steve ticks up to 30 total points here. He's still got 2 kills on overwhelming firepower.
Area denial. I'm discarding area denial, and I'm going for another one.
He's drawn hold the line and capture enemy outpost. He has spent a command point to do that though, so keeps him at 3. The Watchmaster is giving the aggressor rerolls, and Steve is staying in the assault doctrine now.
So the aggressors are just going to move up a little bit, making these charge rolls really easy.
Steve's movement phase sees him press forward a little bit to try to get as upfield as far as he can and try to score some primary points.
Going to the shooting phase. The Dreadnought is going to shoot its 8 Gatling cannon shots into those Storm Boys. It'll target all of its other weapons into the Meganon. 4s.
In roll.
Steve's Dreadnought kills the Storm Boys on his back. That's overwhelming firepower scored.
And then D6 shots to the Meganob. Not overcharging. And then 2d6 shots off of the 2d6 shots off of the grenades. And 5s, rerolling 1s. So I'm still in the assault doctrine.
I take 1.
Okay.
How much damage?
1.
Okay.
Eradicators will shoot into the Mega Dread. 1 hits. 3s. 1 AP minus 4.
Nope.
D6 damage. 6.
Eradicators strip 5 wounds off the Mega Dread.
4 guys here can see the Weird Boy. I need to wound with them all, so on 4s. 3 AP nothings.
6s. Nope.
The Weird Boy takes 3 wounds, but it's not enough to take him down.
Okay, and then all the aggressors in the middle are going to shoot everything into the commandos.
Those commandos are getting blasted by those aggressors.
Flamers. So this all on 5s, re-rolling because you are an elite. So 5 AP nothings. Yeah.
Oh wow! The commandos tank the Shoosting.
Watchmaster, 2 shots into the commandos.
Watchmaster tries to soften him up too, to no avail. Aggressors double charge and they are in. Only one fight here. Aggressors kill 4 commandos and 4 wounds into the Meganob, and down he goes.
And then clap back. Boss plus 2.
Okay, so the boss has 4 base.
Yeah.
The commandos kill an aggressor and strip a wound off another.
I think that's everything, yeah. So
Okay.
we go to morale.
Okay. So I still have the knob.
You do, yeah.
Yep.
And you lost what? 4 guys?
4. Nope. I lose 1.
All right. So the guy on the far end, so you don't lose the objective, and then 1s and 2s.
Oh no! Morale fail at the worst possible time. Down go the commandos. And at turn 3, we've got a score of 35 to 25 in favor of Steve. Tanya still has kept raised banners. Steve managed to score overwhelming firepower that turn, and he's discarded capture enemy outposts. 3 command points to 2 command points is where we sit.
I go up to 3. Okay. And I'm gonna draw some secondaries.
There you go.
Up to 30 points now for Tanya. She's kept raised banners and drawn behind enemy lines and deployed teleport homer, another action that needs to be performed.
So I'm gonna start by moving this guy behind the truck.
Score, score, score is the order of the day here. That lone commando is going to raise that banner. What a great use of him.
Well, I am going to move them just in case I fail twice, so I have something OBSEC on the objective.
The Mega Dread backs up towards the bikes. I'd actually like to see her press on the aggressives here instead, though.
And I'm gonna bring in my Storm Boys.
Okay.
Storm Boys at the back are deploying the teleport homer. We will go into the psychic phase Weird Boy is going to try to jump this unit into your backlines. They're good.
Oh, jump puts the boys into Steve's backline. Tricksy Orkses. Nice use of a psychic power.
I will shoot everything from the Mega Dread into these scary boys here, see if I can remove a wound or two. For 9. Auto hits.
Woo! Shooting time, Mega Dread goes into the aggressors and manages to kill the wounded one.
Yay! I'm going to put my big shooter into the bikes here. 5s.
Betcha.
2 hits. 4s. 1 wound.
Good.
Okay. Assaults. I'm just going to charge into the bikes here, and then everybody else just going to chill. 6.
Mega Dread into the bike squad.
I do not have the wah anymore, so just 6 attacks. 3s. -2, 2 damage.
All right, so 4 ups. I fail 1, and so that 1 guy dies.
Okay.
And then the sergeant attacks back. I real in 1 because you're an orc.
Because I'm orc. Jeez.
Here we go.
Nope, failed.
Okay.
The Mega Dread kills a biker, and the Dread takes another wound. It's got 8 wounds left on it.
I'm scoring. It's the end of turn 3 and I'm feeling really great about what has happened. The list is working exactly like how I needed to. I've got mobility units in his deployment zone. I've brought in some Storm Boys, which are helping me deny him points. This is amazing.
And at turn 3 sees Tanya jump out into the lead. She scored raised banners, she scored behind enemy lines, she scored deploy teleport homers, has 15 primary points to sit at 45 points to Steve's 35. Looks like turn 4 and 5 are gonna be important.
So turn 4, I'm starting to think of raising the objectives, but the thing is I have to do that at just the right time, and hope maybe I'll get a chance to do it, maybe I won't. But right now, I have put the ball into Tanya's court. She needs to do stuff to score points. I'm sitting on more objectives than she is. Maybe I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit, like make sure I keep the pressure on, but there's no need to overextend. Hold the objectives, make sure I hold the objectives, score primaries to the end of the game for victory. That's the hope. So I score 5 for holding 1 and 5 for holding more. So I get 10 in total.
Steve ticks up to 45 points. We got a tie game here, folks, and he's drawn no prisoners, behind enemy lines, and hold the line, which he carried over from last turn.
So I think I'm gonna spend 2 command points, and I am going to Brotherhood of Veterans my Dreadnought.
Steve's got 5 command points to Tanya's 4, and Steve is choosing to use Brotherhood of Veterans on the Redemptor Dread for 2 command points. That's going to make him a Space Wolf for a turn, take him out of 3 command points, but oh, here come the fights. Redemptor's going to try to kill those Storm Boys, while Steve tries to take up as much board control as he can here.
Excellent. So I'll go then into my shooting phase. So one of the aggressors that can see the weird boy is 2d6 auto hits with his flamer.
Okay.
5 auto hits on 5s.
I think 6 up. Nope.
Intercessors into the boys, downs a couple.
And then the Dreadnought shoots everything into the boys.
Yep.
The Frakes from grenade launchers, minimum of 3 shots on each. On 5s.
Nope, all of them go.
D3 shots, minimum 3. On 3s, nothing. And then D6 shots off the cannon, not overcharging. 2 shots, minimum 3. 1 wound, so 1 dead Orc boy because it's AP -4.
Yep.
Watchmaster shoots into the Orc boys. 1 AP -1, 2 damage to one of these Orc boys.
Are they touching the wall?
No.
And then just...
Charges.
Aggressors charge the Mega Dread. Redemptor goes into the boys. The Watchmaster charges the Storm Boys.
The aggressors go first. On 3s. 4 AP -4s.
Okay, they just go through.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, does he explode?
Oh no, the Mega Dread has gone down.
I'm so sorry. What?
I'm going to interrupt.
Oh no.
Stormboys interrupt, use the Death Cult stratagem Rekka's gonna try to down that Watchmaster.
13 dice, hitting on 3s.
Here we are.
Wounding on 3s.
Huzzah! Oh, huzzah! You're good. Golden. So 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. 4s. So 4 AP minus 2s, D3 damage.
Into the...
Stormboys.
Okay, they just give...
So 1, 2, 3, and then see if I kill the knob.
Okay.
I don't kill the knob. Knob lives with 1 wound.
Ooh.
The Dreadnought, because it's a Space Wolf, goes in there and hits on 2s. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because you are a filthy orc. 4 of them die. A horrible, horrible death.
He gets 3 attacks.
Yep.
3s. Yep. 2.
Fails 1.
Okay.
Dreadnought's down to 10. Sitting here. Morale. So
My boy.
on the boy.
He needs
Need
a 1. Nope. So he's gone. Storm Boy.
Oh no, morale strikes again. That's just unkind.
Morale with orcs hurts really badly. Orcs are really expensive, surprisingly, for what you get. Like, in most cases, they don't get a save, and in most cases, they don't do enough damage to ensure that you can force a morale check on your opponent. So, yeah, the morale phase feels really, really bad for orcs.
Steve has scored no prisoners and behind enemy lines to take him up to 55 points to Tanya's 45 here at the end of his turn.
Whew. Stars aligned a little bit.
Turn 4 for Tanya is going to have to be big. She's running out of assets. Tanya has drawn Hold the Line, Defend Stronghold, and Attempting Target.
I draw all of these secondaries, and they're all kind of garbage. I don't have a lot of assets on the table, and all of these are just not viable for me at this moment. At this moment, I know that the likelihood of me winning on points is very slim, and it's going to be very hard for me to come back from this, but not impossible. So we keep trucking on. Movement phase.
Big turn 4 here. She's got to go for objectives.
Okay.
I get a 5.
There it is.
Oh, good call. Commandos raise the objective in front of it for 5 points.
I'm going to try and smite into the bicycle.
Here we go. Yep.
I do smite.
You need a 5 or a 6, and she goes.
Only 1 wound on the smite. Can the weird boy kill the aggressors?
I charge.
That's that, yeah. You charge.
Okay.
And you're in.
Weird boy's got to kill those aggressors.
Okay. Hit on 3s. Nope. Not happening. Oh, yeah. Nope. But I need 3s.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
Hold on, the guys fight
he
back.
gets to fight back. He's got to take that wound off.
So 5 AP minus 4s.
Tanya discards Hold the Line. She's discarded Tempting Target, and she's discarded Defend Stronghold in a turn, but we're still tied at 55 each. Only big difference is Steve has got a bunch of command points left. He's at 5, and Tanya's sitting at 0.
Just because you're killing models doesn't mean you're winning the game. And even though I am lifting Orc Boys off the table, the scoreboard's not being affected. So I need to make sure that these secondaries I draw are something that I can do. And if I get unlucky, just like Tanya did, and I have to discard everything and score nothing, she might get lucky.
30 primary, 35 secondary. See Steve jump to 65. He's got Hold the Line, Secure No Man's Land, and Bring It Down. Steve again spending 2 command points on Brotherhood of Veterans is going to make his aggressors White Scars for a turn and give them advance and charge. Leaves them with 3 command points.
All right, so they become White Scars, and then they're going to advance and come like close up to here, and they can still charge.
Oh, the aggressors need to smack that truck.
So then this guy moves back over here. This guy, I guess, just moves back over here. I'll move up here. And then these guys are all gonna touch the terrain here. The Eradicator Squad's gonna shoot into the truck. Some 3s. Whoa! So 4 AP minus 5s.
Oh, does it blow up? No.
And this unit here. So 3 of them shoot into your.
I'm going to use my distraction grot. So it gives me the benefit of cover. So I'll get my 3-up armor.
Oh baby, here it is. So on 3s rerolling. Because of the Watchmaster rerolls. 4s. And you're an elite.
4 up.
Here we go.
Nah, you got him.
Yeah.
Whew, that was close. Only 20 points in it at the end, but congratulations to Watchmaster Steve and the Community Deathwatch army. 75 to 55 in favor of the Deathwatch. Don't worry, Tanya. Orks never lose. They just come back again and have another go. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you liked what you see, make sure to check out our Patreon and follow us there. We've got all sorts of early access content and a fantastic Discord server that you can be a part of. Special thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Wayland Games. They aren't just an online retailer. They also have a friendly local gaming center that holds regular events for Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood, Warhammer, Infinity, and much, much more. Make sure to check them out and tell them PlayOn sent you. That's it from all of us here at PlayOn. On behalf of them, it's me, JT McDowell, saying until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on!
She lost, which means she's got to take me on her podcast.
I feel like this list did what it was supposed to do. I had maybe a really bad pull of cards on turn 4 and some maybe shady dice rolls. But all in all, even though I got tabled, I'm very happy with how the score came out.
She's gonna walk up to Paul and be like, so.
I lost a bet.
I lost a bet? No. I gotta bring him unfortunate narrative, sorry.
All in all, I think that digging out points wherever you can, and with these card missions getting a little bit of luck, you know, this could have been a completely different game for me.
In a game this fun, with an opponent that awesome, like, we're both winners today, right? So, this is, and of course the patrons are the winners, and all of you are the winners, really, right? We're all winners, right? Except me, who's technically the winner.